Hi everyone, today's video is going to be all about some cream eyeshadows. So I feel like cream eyeshadows are one of those things that people don't talk about anymore and they don't use anymore. And I think that is kind of a travesty because personally I love cream eyeshadows. I think they're some of the best makeup out there. So I have quite a few different ones. I'm not really going to go through each one that I have just because I feel like that would be in a different video. But I can do that. If you want me to do like a best and worst of my cream eyeshadows, I can do that. But I'm just going to pull out one of my favorites. This is a Mally Evercolor shadow stick. But let me tell you why I think cream shadows are great. They're really, really easy to apply. A lot of them come in the stick form. Some do come in a potted form. They're both easy. I prefer stick. And I do have pretty small eyes, I feel like. But literally, you can just take it and just go, wah, 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 and you're done. You can blend it out, and you're done for the day. If there's a good cream shadow, such as these, it'll stay on all day long. You don't have to set it with a powder. You don't have to do anything. You just done. Now, what I like to use them for is I put them on, I don't blend them out, and then I put all my shadows over it. And what it does is it really strengthens the color of the shadows. So like this one's like a purple. So this whole look would be a little more purpley if I put this under. You can do any shade if you use a white. So like the really famous, or people don't talk about them anymore, but the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencils are another white cream shadow. It'll really strengthen the vibrancy of your shades. So if you have maybe a palette that you feel like is okay, you like the shades, but they're not as vibrant as you'd like, put a white cream shadow down and bam, it's beautiful. You can use a black cream shadow to really intensify your look. And also if you use, have some of those like duochrome shades such as, let me grab it, here we go. The Kat Von D Alchemist palette. If you want to play with some of these shades or any other duochromes that you happen to have, over a black, they're really, really impactful. So really, cream shadows just strengthen your eyeshadow look. I think that there's not really a negative side effect. Now, I will say that some cream shadows will be really creasy. Some that I don't like include like the duo-sided pencils. So CoverGirl has some. They're called the Smoky Shadow Blast. Revlon has some as well. I don't find that those are very good. And I don't know. I had one from like a brand called iTeeny. These Ico ones are good. The Mally ones are good. I have the Smashbox Lid Primer. This is really nice as well. This is kind of a neutral shade. They have it in white, black, light, medium, and dark, I believe. I have the light, so it kind of does the same thing as a, what do you call it? As like a white primer, where it just kind of blanks out my whole lid and gives me a lot of, it makes my colors more impactful. I feel like they do serve a different purpose than an eyeshadow primer. Now, I don't use a primer and a shadow stick unless I need to. If it's a bad shadow stick, then I will use a primer over it. But generally, I just use the shadow stick, or I'll just use a primer if I don't feel like I have a shade of shadow stick that really goes with the look. So like today, I did this like kind of ice queeny look. That's what I was going for. And I do have this like silvery taupe shade I could have used by Ico, but I didn't. I just used my eyeshadow primer. So I actually didn't use a cream shadow today. But I feel like they're just really good. I really do. Like, I feel like this is getting a little, what do you call it? Redundant. So, I'm pretty much finished. But if you've seen some cream eyeshadows and you're interested in them, I love them. I will say that some of them, like I said, are not as good as others. I've done a full declutter of my cream eyeshadows. I can link that below if you really want to see my thoughts on each one that I own, or that I did own before I decluttered some. And so then you can get some tips about what's not so good, because I decluttered like 6 months ago, so I don't necessarily remember everything I had. But I still hope you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful. As always, if you have any questions, requests, suggestions, or comments, go ahead and leave those down below, and I'll just see you all real soon. Bye.